Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program. Today, we dive into the furry challenges of pet owners navigating Hong Kong's public transport, where high taxi costs and strict regulations make traveling with pets a real headache. But there's a glimmer of hope with new pet-friendly bus services. Next up, we have a wild story about a woman from mainland China who crashed a wedding banquet in Hong Kong, posing as a friend of the newlyweds and sharing her lavish feast on social media. This bold move has sparked outrage online, raising questions about her intentions and the consequences she might face. Finally, we explore the fascinating discovery of dinosaur bone fossils in Hong Kong, shedding light on ancient Chinese beliefs and the evolution of its written language. This find not only enhances our understanding of the past but also highlights the medicinal lore surrounding these dragon bones. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage. South China Morning Post reports on the challenges pet owners face in Hong Kong when trying to navigate public transport with their furry companions. Gloria Kwan, who often travels with her dog Potato, highlights the high costs associated with pet-friendly taxis, which can exceed 100 Hong Kong dollars per trip. Despite the existence of over 1,600 parks in the city, only about 160 are pet-friendly, and pets are generally not allowed on public transport unless they are guide dogs. The recent introduction of a pet-friendly bus service has been a welcome change for many owners, but the struggle for broader acceptance and convenience continues. Lawmakers are urging the MTR Corporation to consider similar initiatives, as pet ownership is on the rise, with nearly 10% of households owning a dog or cat. In a bizarre incident reported by the South China Morning Post, a woman from mainland China crashed a wedding banquet in Hong Kong, posing as a friend of the newlyweds. The woman, who shared videos of her enjoying the lavish feast, sparked outrage online when it was revealed that she was not known to any of the guests. The bride, Angela, was shocked to learn the next day that the woman had neither given a gift nor had any connections to the wedding party. The woman later deleted her videos and her social media account amid the backlash, but not before drawing attention to her questionable antics, which included previous controversial posts. This incident has raised discussions about the boundaries of social media behavior and the consequences of seeking attention at the expense of others. The South China Morning Post also highlights a significant archaeological discovery on Port Island, where dinosaur bone fossils dating back to the Cretaceous period have been unearthed. These small bone fragments are believed to belong to larger dinosaurs, such as sauropods and ornithischians. The discovery not only sheds light on prehistoric life in the region but also connects to the historical use of animal bones in Chinese medicine, known as dragon bones. This term was historically used to describe fossils believed to have curative properties. The article recounts the pivotal moment in 1899 when Wang Yirong stumbled upon oracle bones while seeking treatment for malaria, leading to the discovery of ancient Chinese writing and a deeper understanding of the Shang dynasty. This remarkable journey from ancient beliefs to modern scientific inquiry illustrates the profound impact of these discoveries on Chinese history. South China Morning Post: as President Joe Biden prepares to exit the world stage, his legacy in U.S.-China relations is marked by a complex blend of coalition building and strategic maneuvering. During his tenure, Biden has rallied Indo-Pacific nations and NATO allies to confront China's growing military assertiveness, particularly in the South China Sea and Taiwan. The administration's efforts to craft a unified narrative around the China threat have seen success, yet analysts note a lack of a clearly defined end goal in Biden's strategy. Critics argue that this vagueness could destabilize the alliances he's worked to strengthen, especially with the looming possibility of a Trump return to power, which may lead to a reversal of Biden's diplomatic engagements and coalition frameworks. South China Morning Post: in the realm of entertainment, Louis Pullman is carving out his path as a rising star in Hollywood, recently gaining attention for his role in Marvel's upcoming film, Thunderbolts. The son of acclaimed actor Bill Pullman, Lewis has made a name for himself through performances in films like Top Gun, Maverick and Bad Times at the El Royale, showcasing his versatility and talent. Growing up in a creative family, he has embraced his father's advice and is also exploring podcasting with his co-stars from Top Gun. Despite his burgeoning career, Pullman remains grounded, reportedly single after a past relationship, and continues to engage with music as a drummer in a band, highlighting his multifaceted artistic inclinations. South China Morning Post, Jared Polis, Colorado's first openly gay governor, has recently praised pop star Shawn Mendes for his candidness about his sexuality, reflecting Polis's commitment to fostering an inclusive environment in his state. Known for his entrepreneurial spirit, Polis transitioned from a successful tech career to politics, where he has made history by being elected as the first openly gay and Jewish governor in Colorado. His personal life, shared with his partner Marlon Reese and their 2 children, exemplifies his advocacy for LGBTQ rights in a state once dubbed the hate state. As he continues to govern with humor and relatability, Polis has also been speculated as a potential vice presidential candidate, demonstrating his significant presence in contemporary political discourse. Nikkei Asia, the reverberations of China's piano market are fading as the nation grapples with economic challenges. Once a symbol of affluence and cultural refinement, pianos have seen a significant decline in popularity amid stagnating incomes and a property market crisis. Families, who previously invested heavily in music education, are now opting to cut back on non-essential expenses, leading to a sharp drop in piano sales and a rise in unsold inventory among manufacturers. The once thriving market, which produced 2/3 of the world's pianos, has dwindled, with domestic output having in recent years. Music schools that once thrived are now quiet, and the enthusiasm for piano lessons is waning, as families prioritize academic performance over musical pursuits. South China Morning Post Maya Rudolph made a triumphant return to Saturday Night Live, reprising her role as Vice President Kamala Harris, while subtly highlighting her life as a mother of 4. Despite the fame of her parents, Rudolph's children have largely remained out of the public eye. Her eldest, Pearl, recently started college, evoking poignant reflections from Rudolph on the bittersweet nature of parenthood. Each of her children, from Lucille to Minnie, has their own unique story, with Rudolph expressing both pride and nostalgia as they grow. While she keeps her family life private, all 4 children made a brief appearance in their father's film, showcasing their connection to the arts. South China Morning Post The spotlight has returned to Ashley Kavanaugh, wife of Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh, as new revelations emerge regarding the controversial circumstances of her husband's nomination. During a tumultuous nomination process marked by sexual misconduct allegations, Ashley stood firmly by Brett, publicly defending him in a widely viewed interview. Recent reports suggest that the Trump administration may have hindered a thorough FBI investigation into the allegations, raising questions about the integrity of the nomination process. Despite the storm surrounding her husband's career, Ashley has maintained a low profile, focusing on her family while navigating the political landscape shaped by her husband's contentious past. Their shared history in the Bush White House and Ashley's quiet strength have shaped her role as a supportive partner during challenging times. Yahoo US reports on a dramatic attempt at drug smuggling involving a Malaysian man who ingeniously concealed 220 pounds of methamphetamine within several PC cases destined for Australia. The Australian Federal Police uncovered the illicit cargo during an air cargo investigation, revealing the drugs through X-ray scans that detected suspicious packages inside the computer cabinets. Upon delivery of the PC cases to a storage unit, the 45-year-old suspect was apprehended when he arrived to collect the shipment. Authorities emphasized the potential societal harm from such a large quantity of meth, which could have led to about 1 million street-level deals, highlighting the ongoing issue of creative smuggling tactics in consumer electronics. The South China Morning Post highlights China's recent regulatory changes aimed at attracting foreign investments in its stock market by easing capital requirements for strategic investors. New rules will allow foreign institutions with assets of at least $50 million to invest in listed companies, a significant reduction from the previous thresholds. This move is part of a broader strategy by Chinese policymakers to bolster investor confidence and stimulate capital influx, as the A-share market has seen a substantial increase in value recently. The new regulations also introduce a shorter lockup period for foreign investors, reflecting China's ongoing efforts to enhance its financial markets' accessibility and stability. In another report by the South China Morning Post, Siobhan Haughey shines at the Swimming World Cup in Singapore, clinching her third consecutive victory in the 200 meters freestyle. Haughey's impressive time of 1 minute and 51.80 seconds secured her the title, as she outpaced competitors including China's Yang Junxian. The event was marked by remarkable performances, including world records set by Leon Marchand in the men's 200-meter medley and Regan Smith in the women's 100-meter backstroke, showcasing an electrifying atmosphere at the OCBC Aquatic Center. Haughey expressed her determination to continue improving as she prepares for upcoming events, while the competition also saw other athletes like Qin Haiyang and Tang Qianting winning their respective races, contributing to an exhilarating day of swimming. Guardian, the recent WTA finals in Riyadh has sparked a significant debate over the implications of hosting such a prestigious women's tennis event in Saudi Arabia. As the world's top players, including Aryna Sabalenka and Iga Swiatek, compete for the title, the event highlights the kingdom's aggressive push to reshape its global image through sports. The involvement of high-profile athletes, such as Carlos Alcaraz, who publicly thanked Saudi officials for their support, raises questions about the authenticity of their endorsements amidst the country's controversial human rights record. Despite the allure of substantial prize money and a burgeoning tennis scene, the juxtaposition of these events against Saudi Arabia's oppressive laws, particularly towards women and the LGBTQ+ community, casts a shadow over the legitimacy of the kingdom's claims to progress. South China Morning Post, in a significant political moment, Xi Jinping met with Macau's chief executive-elect, Sam Ho Fai, emphasizing the importance of unity across various sectors of the casino hub. Sam, who is set to take office on December 20, is the first leader born on the mainland and has been recognized for his commitment to both Macau and national interests. During their meeting, Xi expressed high expectations for Sam to implement the one country, two systems principle effectively, fostering Macau's integration into China's modernization efforts. Sam's unopposed election and the broad support he received signal a strong mandate as he prepares to announce his cabinet, aiming to maintain stability while addressing governance and economic diversification in the region. South China Morning Post, the electric vehicle (EV) market in China is thriving, with 4 major manufacturers, including BYD, reporting record sales in October, reflecting a surge in domestic demand. BYD led the charge, with over 500,000 vehicles sold, marking a remarkable year-on-year increase. However, the company faces challenges in expanding internationally due to punitive tariffs imposed by the European Union, which could significantly hinder its overseas sales strategy. Despite the robust domestic market, analysts warn of potential saturation, urging companies to accelerate their global expansion efforts. The current success of Chinese EV makers is bolstered by government subsidies and competitive pricing, but the impending phase-out of these incentives could lead to a more challenging landscape, prompting a critical need for diversification and international outreach to sustain growth. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.